And I can assure you that there are 7 very thoughtful and committed citizens who have just graduated from Step Up to Leadership who are going to be making those changes here in Columbia. Step Up to Leadership is a 12-week leadership development class, and it was created by the University of Missouri Extension in cooperation with the Missouri Association for Community Action, which is our state association at CMCA. The program is designed to empower participants to claim their own leadership skills. And I always say this, the leadership skills they already have inside, we help bring those out. So over the last 3 months, the graduates that you'll hear from today have done some extremely hard work. They've done work on themselves, which is perhaps the hardest of all. They've learned about their own personality types, their strengths and weaknesses, their conflict management styles. Together, we have explored the significance of collaborative leadership and the importance of both understanding diversity and embracing diversity. The graduates have learned the basic skills they need to serve on boards of directors, meeting protocol, fiduciary responsibilities, legal responsibilities, all those kinds of basic things. And after 12 weeks, I can confidently say that each and every one of them is ready to take the next steps up to leadership.
Sarah came up and asked me, she said, do you want to sit in on my Step Up to Leadership class? Maybe you might meet some people that you could help. And I jumped at that chance. But what I didn't realize that I was getting myself into was I was about to meet a really great group of individuals who truly love their community. You guys are amazing, and what you have accomplished is fantastic. And I just want to say thank you all so much for letting me be a part of your group.
Anne is a graduate of our Step Up to Leadership class from 2014, and she is also the newest member of the Central Missouri Community Action Board of Directors. Anne embodies some of the best qualities of a leader. She's willing to take risks and accept new challenges. She follows through on her commitments. She learns from any mistakes or failures, and she gives of herself and brings the wisdom and expertise of her life to the broader community to make a difference.
And any community can always be a better community, no matter where you stand. And I think Columbia stands as a great community. Together, we can make it better. We can make it more inclusive. We can make transportation more easily accessible. I serve on the several boards. As Sarah just mentioned, my latest acquisition, I guess, CMCA, and I'm very proud and honored to be serving with these people. I also serve on the Public Transit Advisory Commission, where we look at the bus systems and the paratransit and see how we can make transportation better for our people here in Columbia. Columbia could not be luckier to have organizations such as CMCA and the fine staff that they have. Without these people, our city would not be where it is now. CMCA has done so much for me, I could never, ever say enough good things. But CMCA holds your hand, kind of. They're not going to do the work for you, but they do hold your hand. And they do provide programs that allow you to get ahead if you want. And because of things like that, I'm living a much better life. Yes, I have challenges, as Sarah mentioned, but my life, the quality of my life, has gotten so much better because of my involvement with my community and my fellow citizens, and because of organizations like CMCA. So as you go forth into your chosen passions, because you have to be passionate about what you want. As you go forth into your chosen passions, I would like to challenge you to step up and be a good leader. Make the commitments, give the time, and you will get back 100-fold, I guarantee it. Good luck to you all, and my best for you.
Hi, I'm Dave Schreier. Thank you for coming. It seemed to me that this would be a good opportunity for self-improvement. which I thought would help me make myself more useful to the community. I will admit, I typically have not done well in front of groups, but I listen to our facilitators, Sarah and Christina, as well as my classmates very closely. After going through this program, where in the past I had been terrified, petrified, catatonic in front of an audience, I have progressed to the point where I'm just very nervous. And this will help my excuse me, will help my self-confidence, and I believe let me be a more effective leader should the opportunity arise.
Hi, Debbie Green. First, I would like to thank God for being here. This is a quote from Maya Angelou. When you learn, teach. When you get, give. Leadership is not a goal, it's a way to reaching a goal. To lead is to serve. Moved to Columbia in 1978, raised 3 sons, 2 daughters, wore many hats along my journey. Met a lady, Patricia Morrow, who is in the crowd, who inspired me to contribute my voice and energy to make a difference in my community. I worked as a foster grandparent for Fun City for 2 years and enjoyed that. I was told about a Step Up to Leadership class that was starting, which I successfully completed. My passion is to continue serving the elderly here in the community.
Hi, I'm Dottie Worden, and today I would like to talk about the effects of growing up in poverty on children. Through in-services at foster grandparents, I learned about a class called Step Up to Leadership. I enrolled hoping to learn how nonprofit works. My hope was to take my time at a preschool with some unique and awesome children who carry the effects of poverty with them. While Sarah and Christina have taught me the empowerment to learn about my community and public speaking, they've also introduced me to a non-for-profit agency that has many groups working to eliminate poverty. CMCA is this agency. As I continue to help people, CMCA helps me with classes to support and achieve a better community. Thank you, Sarah and Christina, for taking the time to help me to move forward.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Carlene. Some of you know me as Niecy. Thanks for coming to our graduation. When I first came to Step Up to Leadership classes, honestly, I just came for the money. But a funny thing happened along the way. The more I came to class, the more I wanted to come. The more I learned, the more I wanted to learn. So much so that I'm able to stand here in front of you today. I learned how to give a speech. I also have to mention we had 2 very good teachers, Sarah and Christina. They made learning fun, made each of us believe we do have a voice and that our opinions do matter. We had some deep discussions on things like human rights, racism, oppression, discrimination. It's sad to say, but these things will always be a part of us. I'm proud to say, because of these classes, I've learned a new way of dealing with them. And from our first class, which was called Come As You Are, I came one way, but today I leave another. I leave ready to step out into my world and step out into my community and try to make it a better place. Now it's on to my next project, which is to get the grant money to give our Oak Tower computer room a much-needed makeover.
Hello, everyone. My name is Katrina Daniels. I have a new business here in town. It's called More Hair Salon. It's a unique salon concept. I cater to individuals who cannot come out and have a traditional salon experience. I work with the elderly, I work with individuals with disability, and I work with children. I started the Step Up to Leadership class because I wanted to be a leader in the community, but I wasn't sure what it takes. because I suffer from anxiety. And some days I have to give myself a pep talk to leave the house. And so since I started Step Up, I realized that everyone has an issue that they have to get through every day. Sarah has been an excellent supporter. She has always been positive and very encouraging. She has provided me with several opportunities in the community to get out there. I did a poverty simulation where I kind of had people come to my table and they kind of live as a person in poverty and try to get through the day or week or whatever. So that was good, interesting. I learned a lot. And then another event that she told me about was a class on inclusion, and I learned a lot about myself and others and how to deal with them in the community and just have everybody be included. Sarah and Christine has taught my class that we are all leaders. Each of us has a story that can influence others, and that we all have a passion deep inside that we can act upon to make change in the community.
Good. My name is Leslie Reinbach. I'd like to thank Sarah for teaching this class. She kept it interesting from the beginning, and it was a lot for my brain to take in. Also, Christine added a lot. It was really nice. Getting to meet people in the community was encouraging and helpful. To me, it is just the start. The class emboldens, creates understanding of others, and teaches the unique ways to get involved and the help to get started. I was homeless when I first arrived in Columbia. Then I received a letter from the manager of Oak Towers. I think I read it 10 times. When I called her, I explained that I had no money. She said, well, then you pay no rent. I think I called her again to make sure. Being sick and in pain, my lawyer simply said, we need to get you Medicaid. I didn't have a clue, but I listened to him. Again, awesome. My belongings consisted of a bag of clothes, a pillow, and a blanket. Resident Services gave me a voucher to the wardrobe. A friend had me call Love Inc. My first morning here, the manager brought me biscuits and gravy and told me to come down for coffee. I was in awe. Missouri, at least here in Columbia, really gives it their all to take care of people. In closing, I'd like to thank Sarah once again, and next year, spring, summer, maybe I'll give out flowers for an hour without any strings attached or rubber bands. Sounds peaceful, fun, and easy, doesn't it? This is the wonderful message of the leadership class. Thank you.
They always save the best for last. So, as you can see, I have to first thank God for allowing me to be a breast cancer survivor, in which that I have survived. And so I'm able to do the things that I'd like to do. So I'll thank God for a friend of mine that introduced me to foster grandparents. And foster grandparents, I thank them because I ended up in schools and working with children, and I became famous. I am noted. I'm now Grandma Mary. I forgot to introduce myself as my mother gave me the name of Mary Bernice, and then I married a Warren. A friend of mine told me about stepping up to leadership. And I said, I ain't got time for that. So Miss Julie called me up and she says, Mary, I think you would be interested in leading up to leadership, stepping up to leadership. She said, why don't you give it a try? I said, I don't know. Try it one day. If you don't like it, then you can quit. Okay, fine. Step up to leadership. It's not stepping you up to be president of nothing or chairman of anything, but it is helping you to improve. It's helping you to look, to search for the where, the what, and the why, and how you're going to do things. And I look forward to working with these ladies and other people in the community in doing just that, conquering our passion to improve ourselves, others, and the community. I thank you.
And frankly, all of you that are here today, you know, I often talk about the Central Missouri Community Action family. You know, the diversity that's in this room is also the diversity that's outside of this room. And when we can all come together and celebrate each other like this, it's really a powerful thing. And I thank you for being part of the Central Missouri Community Action family, every single one of you out here.